Today I'm hoping to make a Father's Day card that involves a pop-up shark. And as always, whenever we make cards for a specific time of year, like Father's Day, remember that you can always use these cards for other people that are special in your life, like grandmas, grandpa, anyone else who you want to celebrate. Supplies we need are a white piece of paper, red piece of paper. Again, if you don't have construction paper, you can always color a portion of the paper red that will need red for our pop-up shark. Scissors, glue, pencil for drawing, and then I have some scrap paper and crayons and markers to help decorate the seascape around our shark. So, first thing we want to do is fold our two pieces of paper together, and since mine is a little bit off, I can either cut that or not even worry about it. Totally up to you. Alright, so folding once again. Helper hand is over here. My dominant hand is here. I'm going to hold this side down with my helper hand. Bring this side over. Edges aren't lined up. Go, go, go. Oh, now they're lined up. Left hand holds. Right hand pushes down. Now we're going to draw the shark. So, I'm not the best drawer in the world, and that's okay. Nobody needs to be. But we can definitely make a good effort. So, let's go step by step on drawing a shark. So the first thing we're going to do is kind of make a really big diamond. So I'm going to make it about half my paper, so there's about 1/4, 1/3 of the way. Again, you can use your ruler to measure out and say, oh, this is 9 inches, so I'm going to have this portion, half of 9, about 4.5, be 4.5 inches. So 1, 2, 3, 4 1/4. It's pretty close. All right. So there's those two, and then I'll have it, make it a little bit wider. So this is going to be the front of our shark. And we're going to try and make him even, because we want his mouth to open easily. Okay, so middle is about 3. Pretty close. All right. So now we're going to round corner draw a diamond. So what I mean by round corner is I'm going to make, instead of sharp corners, like in a square or in a diamond, these are pretty sharp corners. I stop and then keep going. For what we're doing, we are making rounded corners. So it's got a bit more arch to it. So now we're going to give him a fin over here. So again, kind of a rounded top triangle. And then a fin over here. Notice I'm using pencil so that I can erase. Now we're going to make another rounded fin on the top. Might give that one a little bit more of a point. The famous kind of shark fin that glides through the water. And then on this side over here, I'm going to make kind of a happy face, a sideways arch, and it's going to come back So there. And then I'm going to make another arch. Oops. Wanted to make that point a little bit more pointy. There we go. All right. So as you can see, we kind of have his body and head. Awesome. So then let's draw some eyes. So, and let's give him a mouth. So his mouth is what's kind of important because that's what's going to be popping up. So we're going to make his mouth go pretty much from cheek to cheek. So we're going to start here and go out, down to here, back up, and there. So this is going to be, so that's his mouth. This is going to be the skin kind of around his mouth, kind of an outline. It'll be clearer when we color it. And then I'm going to give him some big old teeth. And again, these are kind of rounded at the bottom and pointy on top. And this is good to work on keeping your pencil on the paper and flowing that pattern into the next image. So this is kind of like cursive handwriting. So we're keeping our pencil down, going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Okay, 2 little dots for the nose. Okay. So now I am going to outline him in black because I have my basic design, but I do want him to kind of stand out. So I'm going to use a black marker and trace around the lines. So I'm going to color in his eyes black. Again, great time to practice those teeny tiny movements with just our fingers to try. Awesome. So we have an outlined shark. So now I'm going to go back and color it in. So there I have my shark. And of course you can use markers, crayons, colored pencils, paint, anything pretty much. All right, now I'm going to decorate around the shark. And in order to get some cutting practice in, I'm going to use some construction paper as well as some markers or crayons, those sorts of things. So first I'm going to make some seaweed. Again, being able to create these smooth lines without lifting up your pen, and then being able to cut along those smooth lines with that helper hand doing the job of full-time rotator. Okay, so now I've decorated my inside, and you can do as much or as little as you want. Again, practicing using different skills, like making teeny tiny circles inside to color inside the lines. You could do some shading where you work on pushing harder around part of the edge and get lighter and lighter towards that white spot. Pushing down hard and then a little bit lighter, a little bit lighter. So we are going to fold this paper in half again, but our shark is going to be on the outside. So we need to flip it over and fold it this direction. Lining up our edges. Pushing down. Okay, so now we're going to cut inside his mouth. Okay, so this is going to be kind of tricky, but I think you can do it. Again, focus on left hand being that rotating hand. I open my scissors wide when I would hit a corner, and then I turn the paper as I squeeze. To get those tight corners a little bit better. Start back down here. It's a little bit easier. This is why it's important that your teeth look similar on either side. So my teeth were not exactly even, but that's okay. Next, we're going to fold this part in. And we're going to do the same with this part. We're going to fold it back because we're just trying to make it a really tight crease. So I'm just folding this mouthpiece back and forth so that I can manipulate it a little bit later on. So I'm going to kind of manipulate the paper so that this crease is defined and this crease is defined. So we're going to need this part to pop up and this part to pop up. So since we want our shark to kind of pop out that way, I'm just fiddling with these creases on the inside. And I'm straightening them and adjusting them so that when the card opens up, his mouth opens up. Okay, so now we're going to glue him on. I'm not going to glue anywhere kind of around his mouth because that's the part that's going to move still. Remember, don't put any glue on this kind of inside creased diamond. And make sure that you glue him pretty much in the middle. And now you have a card shark. So what you can do is write for B and Jawsome. Get it? Awesome, Jawsome, Dad. And again, you can write thanks for being a jawsome person, a jawsome neighbor, any of those sorts of things. So if you're worried about your handwriting and want to work on it, feel free to do it on a separate piece of paper. And you can even make yourself some 3 lines. Nobody minds that. Use that ruler. I did a poor job of holding it down. Now I'm going to do a better job to make my dashed line. And then you can use this line. Thanks. Etc. And then you can cut this out. And you could glue it on the card itself. And then always remember to write who it's from. And there is your pop-up card.